Hello. Now, I don't mean to start off this video spicy. Let me go ahead and just preface and say that I too am guilty of doing this. Do you ever scroll late at night in one of these three respective social media apps and you come across something that is inspiring, or when you look at it, you're thinking, yeah, I could do that. And you just go ahead and you save it, bookmark it, and that little playlist of bookmarks and saved just keeps growing and growing and growing. Well, no more, my friends, because today I am going to tackle one of those viral videos. I don't even know if I would call this a viral video. All I know is that it came up on my Instagram feed and I was like, I kind of want to try it. This technique isn't actually a new thing. It was kind of like on the down low trending a couple of years back, and it makes its resurgence every now and then, especially when you thrift flip stuff. And the trend usually involves bleach. Normally though, people use the bleach for like a tie-dyeing effect, but I saw this particular video and I said I kind of want to do it. The biggest reason why I wanted to do something like this is that I have a huge collection of very, very specific hoodies. All of my show hoodies. It's just show hoodies. I have so many DreamWorks TV show hoodies and jackets that are like project theme. I don't have just a plain hoodie, jacket, sweater that I can just wear around anywhere. And it's not to say that I'm ashamed of wearing any of those jackets. I love all of the jackets that I have been given as a like production gift, but sometimes I just want a regular jacket. So I saw this trend and was like, that's the vibe. That's what I want. Let's try that. So with our plain, just regular black sweatshirt and some good old bleach, let's go and bleach this sweatshirt. Okay, first thing is first. I had to basically figure out where I wanted to do the bleach dyeing effect. So I knew I wanted to do a corner and parts of the hoodie.
Always, guys, safety first. I used gloves just because I didn't want to get bleach on my hands. I used both a fake leaf and a real leaves from the backyard. I just picked up a variety of sizes. The video shows the person using real leaves, and I wasn't sure if there was going to be a huge difference, but I'll talk about that later. So all I'm doing is literally just dipping the leaf into the bleach and then pressing down on it with a paper towel. Ultimately though, I don't know if that actually, if that is part of the issues that I end up having later. I don't know, because I moved from doing it with the paper towel to with just some gloves. You'll see in a little bit.
Okay, it's been like 30 minutes and I think I can see why this thing is viral, and this is why you should never trust all the things viral. So first thing is first, I mean, leaving the leaf there made a sort of an imprint, which is all fine and dandy, it's nice. So you're not gonna get the instantaneous effect. So like it's there, but it's not, and it's not how I had hoped this would come out. You can kind of see where I pressed it, and that looks nice. This is where I had pressed it a little bit more. So it has potential. I think ultimately what's gonna happen is that I will go ahead and keep doing the technique that I'm doing, but then I'll let it dry, and then we're going to just go in and paint it, because there's no way. There's no way.
So later on, like I said, I just went back in and I just started painting the like leaf design over it. Yes, I know I'm not wearing gloves here because I wasn't really like touching the bleach, which that ends up changing later. I end up putting gloves on just because. But yeah, as I was painting on the bleach, I could kind of see it start coming out, but again, wasn't seeing the results as fast as I had hoped, which was really at that moment disappointing, I started to just really doubt the project as a whole right around this spot. However, later on, I did a little bit more YouTube researching, seeing how other people did it, and there's one YouTuber in particular, Prickly Alpaca, I'll mention her again later on. She started to apply heat using a heat gun. That's pretty much what ends up happening that I found to be the most helpful result, using the same technique of just pressing down the leaf after dipping it into the bleach and then using the heat gun to speed up the drying process. That really helped a lot in the long run. I still go back in and I kind of paint some of the edges and use a paintbrush to kind of brush in some of the leaf textures and stuff, but that was an experience.
Okay, a little update. So doing the pressing method did help, and then applying heat definitely also helped. It was coming out a lot quicker, so I could actually see where I was pressing the leaves, but I don't know. I think for the effect that I'm going for, at least the design that I want, something else must have been going on with the actual video. Currently, I have set the sweatshirt off to dry, and when I say off to dry, I literally just mean I'm hanging it and letting it just air dry. Honestly, I went into this very cold turkey. I did very little research. I did very little general prep. I just saw this video and was like, I'm feeling ambitious. Let's just do it. I've done projects before like that, and I should have learned. I know better than that. In case the whole bleach effect didn't come out the way I had hoped, I have another idea that I'm going to do like kind of on top. I was gonna use it more of like an accent thing. So instead, I think that's just gonna be like the way we're gonna lead into it. I'm going to go in and I'm gonna do a fabric paint overlay. I'm just gonna do like a couple here and there just to kind of cover up the more blotchy areas and maybe just sort of spread it out a little bit. I think that's where we're gonna end up. And honestly, I don't care at this point. I just wanted a cozy sweatshirt that I could just wear at home, and if I needed to run out real quick, I could just throw that on. And at this stage of the game, that's exactly where it's headed. So yeah.
Oh hey, recording, editing Allie here. I'm editing through my stuff and I'm realizing that there's a whole chunk that I thought I hit record on and I didn't. So the section of me actually painting the leaves on with the gold paint, I don't have that. So that I used the same technique. I painted gold paint on the leaf and then pressed it, and I said that looks good. I liked how it didn't fully, oh hang on, wrong way. I liked how it didn't fully take, and it's just an accent. And I apologize for the lack of, like, you can't even see most of it. I'm looking back at the footage now. I'm so sorry at how truly chaotic and messy this entire video is. So, yeah, thank you. Okay, that's all. Back to gremlin editing mode.
Okay, it's been at least 2 days. I wanted to do a nice reveal, but it was like really warm yesterday, unreasonably. Despite it being warm, I was like, you know, I still want to do a reveal, so here is a little bit of the reveal, just so you can see where we ended up.
Okay, here we are. Here is the reveal preview, as it were.
Generally speaking, it's a semi-success. Once again, kids, this is just your daily reminder that not everything that you see that's viral in the internet is legit. I'm convinced that the lady did something that brought out the leaf textures really well. The idea of bleach dyeing, or I mean that's the technique, bleach dyeing clothes, it absolutely is a thing. People still do it. It's not just a one and done trend. It's a trend that is very common, especially if you want to thrift flip something. So that technique, tried and true, is solid. There are plenty of other videos out there that do a much better job explaining the whole process. Because I will admit, I went into this cold turkey. I saw the video, I knew I wanted a nice sweatshirt that I could just wear during the fall season, and I just went for it. After I did the first batch where I kind of mentioned I waited for a little bit, I went back and I tried to find videos. The closest one that achieved a complex design that I was looking for were a series of things made by Prickly Alpaca, drying it with a heater, hair dryer, what have you. That idea actually came from her after seeing her do it, and it did help in some places. It achieved the quicker drying image of the bleach, that way I could at least see if it was there, but it did sort of reveal, you know, maybe I don't know if I didn't have enough bleach. I don't know if I didn't press down onto the fabric hard enough. I double checked the fabric content too. It's mostly cotton with a little bit of the synthetic fibers. I would definitely recommend, if you're gonna do this, go for something that's a little bit more, not even a little bit more, just go for 100% cotton. I'm going into this with very minimal knowledge right now, and I also just sort of woke up, so brain still needs her bean juice. All in all though, once I added the gold paint to it, I actually did kind of like it. I think what I'll end up doing, probably off camera at another time, is just adding a little bit more detail. Maybe I'll try pressing down a little bit more on the leaves. The one thing I will note though is that the bleach didn't really take to, or at least transferring with the fake leaves, it really did transfer, if I got anything, with real leaves. So maybe as the season progresses and I get more fall leaves, I can go in and I'll try to zhuzh it up a little bit more. I honestly like what I did with it though as a whole. This is just phase one, maybe? We'll see. We'll see after a couple of wears if it does get annoying to me and I just want to add more to it. I'll make a little note of that if I do add more. Anyways, thanks for coming with me on this chaotic journey. I told y'all this was gonna be a really quick one and a really just crazy one. I want to say thank you and I appreciate you for sticking around this long. If you do enjoy these videos, like I said, I encourage you to stick around. I try to post videos every other week. I stream on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday nights. This month, because it is spooky season, I am dressing up in cosplay every time I stream. So come out, we're having fun, casual chats, art, some gaming, and yeah, thank you so much again for sticking around, and I will see you all in the next one. Stay awesome, my friends. Bye. This works. Is it too chaotic? The lighting's good. Oh my god, this is great. The heat heating. The heat heating? That's not... The heat... Oh, I need the coffee to kick in now. The air drying with a heater, that's not it either.